Good evening. Welcome to the 2016 Adult Basic Education Graduation Ceremony. I'm Kaya Brown, Director of Community Ed for Rosemount Apple Valley Egan School District, and I'm very pleased to be here to join you in celebrating your graduation. I want to thank a remarkable group of people first, which makes all of us in the school district proud to be part of such a superb program, the ABE staff. If you would please wave or stand up. Thank you for your dedication in assisting past, present, and future graduates to reach their goals. To the families of those graduating, congratulations. You should know that your support through this process has made an enormous impact, and I'm sure you're very proud of your graduates as they close this portion of their lives and prepare for the next steps. And graduates, the biggest congratulations of all to you. Your hard work, sacrifice, and perseverance is especially noticeable this evening. You did it, and you should be very proud of yourselves. I know that all of us here are very proud of you. I'd like to recognize some distinguished guests whom are present this evening to join in the celebration of your graduation. Do we have Representatives Roz Peterson and Anna Wills? Oh, thank you for coming. Senator Jim Carlson. School Board Member Joel Albright. Superintendent Jane Behrens. Rosemount High School Principal John Wollersheim. Community Education Advisory Council Vice Chair and Egan High School student Divya Mooley. Rosemount High School Counselor Denise Cochran. Apple Valley High School Social Studies teacher Evan Brewer. And last but not least, Eric Lynn, the ABE Program Manager. Once again, congratulations and best of luck to you in your future endeavors.
All right, well, good evening, everyone. My name is Eric, and I'm the Program Manager for the Rosemount Apple Valley Adult Basic Education Program. Thank you all for coming here tonight to be part of the celebration. Our ABE program has served over 1,300 students this year in a variety of areas: high school and junior completion, English language learning, academic skill building, college and career preparation, and family support. Over 90 of our students are in their GED or high school diploma this year. Congratulations to our graduates. We're proud of your hard work and your commitment to achieve your goal this year. The opportunity to celebrate your accomplishments tonight is one of the highlights of our school year. I'm also happy to see so much strong support from the families of our graduates. You play such an important role in helping our graduates balance their family, work, and school lives. I also want to thank our ABE teachers and support staff for their hard work, dedication, and their belief in all of our students. It means so much to them to see our graduates here tonight bringing their diploma. In addition, I want to thank you all for the hard work and making the celebration and ceremony possible tonight. So thank you, ABE staff. Introduce our guest speaker, Denise Cochran. Denise has been in education for 43 years and has been a high school counselor for 33 years. She joined our district as a counselor at Rosemount High School in 1999. She also spent 13 years working as a counselor at overseas international schools. Some of the countries that she worked in were Malaysia, Peru, Thailand, Singapore, Hungary, and India. In the past year, Denise has been awarded the Distinguished Service Award, District 196, and also the Secondary School Counselor of the Year Award 2016 by the Minnesota School Counselors Association. Denise is retiring from her successful career in education at the end of the school year. She will be greatly missed by the students and staff. Here are a couple of quotes from her Distinguished Service Award nomination. If you're 17 or 70, you feel important We want to thank Denise for her strong support of ABE since she's been a counselor at Rosemont High School, and for the countless students that she has connected with our program over the years. Please welcome Denise.
Won't see me use this anymore, so I think we don't have to say silence your cell phones, but just in case, silence your cell phones. I wish I knew all of you graduates. I'm grateful I know some of you, but I feel like I know all of you from my work with kids. I am guessing this will not be a typical graduation speech because I'm very ADHD, and although I've been thinking about this, Lori, since you asked me, I have so many ideas, I decided I'm not writing any of it down. I'm just going to talk to you from my heart. But I'm guessing some of you might be a little nervous right now. Would that be accurate, grads? So if I could ask the school board member and Jane, if you come and assist me. John Willershine here, he's very good at this. Jane, this can be the breathing ball. We're going to start out with just a little breathing. So, I will ring the bell from India. Parents, you're going to do this too. We're going to take, after the bell, deep breaths in through our nose, and then we're going to let them out. But first, everybody needs to sit up straight. Yep, feet flat on the floor, uncross your legs, hands loose at your side. Here we go. Get ready. Deep breath in. Exhale through your nose. All the way. Another deep breath in. Straight spine. Big deep breath in. And exhale. That's a great lesson of the breath. And although we're here to celebrate your achievement, we still need to know that through life, there's always going to be times when you are tense, and you need to remember that your breath is your best friend. We're now going to play the sit-down game, and to do this, everybody needs to stand up. Everybody. If you're able. Everybody stands. Okay, the sit-down game is, if you are a blood relative or a blended family relative of one of these graduates, you may sit down. People still standing. If you are a teacher at ABE and you've been working with these graduates through the years, you may sit down. If you are a former teacher of any of these graduates, you may sit down. If you are one of the distinguished guests that supports these graduates in prayer or whatever, you may sit down. If you are a love relationship partnered with one of these graduates, you may sit down. If you are a friend, a buddy of one of the graduates or of me, you may sit down. And if you haven't showered today, you may, no. Graduates, you are the only ones standing right now. And you can stay standing for just 1 minute. And what I'd like you to do is do a 360-degree turn slowly right now. Turn, 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 all the way around. Smile. Keep turning, 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 turning till you're with me again. I wanted your loved ones to see you, and now you may sit down. So, as Eric said, I'm going to be retiring. Probably appropriate. And I was cleaning out my office, and I thought, I've got a few things that these graduates need to know, and they're appropriate gifts for Lori also, because I've seen her office. Have any of you been in her office? It's kind of white and bare. So the first gift for Lori is a sign that says, live your life, what does it say? In the moment. Okay, so graduates, people, when I was graduating, they're always saying things like, oh, graduation happens and that's the beginning of your life. No, you've been living life. The life doesn't start tomorrow after you get your diploma. This magical thing has occurred, but you've been living your life all along. And I would encourage you, as Lori keeps my sign, to live in the moment, even with the hard stuff. And there will be hard stuff. It's happening to your loved ones and families. It happens to me. There will be hard stuff. Next gift for Lori, but message for you. This is a little sign that says life gets better. But that is true, but then life always gets worse sometimes too. And it's our job to ride out those hard times. If we didn't have valleys, we couldn't have mountains. And you're going to have, some of you have had, no, all of you have had peaks and valleys in this journey. Some of you have people who aren't here anymore that you love, that you wish were here, that feel this wonderful moment with you. Some of you will have joyful experiences tomorrow and next week, but we'll all have the valleys and live in the moment, get through them. Storms always pass. Lori, graduates, a yoga mat has nothing to do with anything, but I thought it might be useful here. And I am going to give all of you a gift. Probably after you, will they be walking up these steps? One at a time. And again, if you're nervous, you're going to use your breath. Big breath before you walk up. I'll be standing there with two little gifts for you. One is this little survival kit for the rest of your life. And in it are various metaphors. You remember metaphors from the English teacher, you know. Symbols, I guess you could say. There's things like sandpaper to remind you that things will get rough sometimes in your life and they will smooth out. There's a puzzle piece to remind you that life can be puzzling. A match. Why did I put that in there? There's a little code to go with this so you know what they mean. But this is a little parting gift from all of us that care about you. And in addition, there's one other little prize there, and this is what I wanted to say about the Rocky Times too, is that happiness, although what you did by getting your high school diploma, happiness needs a few other things, 5 things. The first one is, and I'm going to ask you all to start doing this starting tomorrow morning, no, actually tonight. So tomorrow morning, when you decide to get out of bed, I want you to say, before the foot even hits the ground, I want you to say 3 things that you're grateful for. And by the way, I don't want to get into trouble, so I'm telling you that I got these from a fantastic TED Talk of a guy named Sean Anker. So 5 keys to happiness. Number 1, before you get out of bed, you say 3 things you're grateful for. Stop and pause right now. Don't say them out loud, but say to yourself 1. That goes for you, audience. 1 thing you're grateful for. The second key to happiness that he talked about is that we need to move the body every day. Nothing new. Move the body every day. People who move their body are happier. Third thing is eat food. We talk about food, meaning food, like the outside of the grocery store, not the canned area or the bakery. So eat food, not too much. The fourth thing is to journal. And that means not writing your feelings, oh my gosh, this is a difficult day or a bad day. But before you go to bed, 1 positive thing that happened that day. And that is my little gift to you. Brand new notebooks. I bet you thought you wouldn't have to use those dumb spiral notebooks again. 1 notebook, 1 positive thing that happened every day. And the 5th thing is doing something for others. Random acts of kindness. Could be as small as opening the door for someone coming in. You don't have to volunteer for Habitat for Humanity. Some service for others. 5 keys to happiness. In closing, I told you this would be short. I want you to think about the different struggles you've had through your life. And I have a couple of friends that are going to come up and sing with me. We have a song that we're dedicating to each one of you about overcoming those obstacles that you have done and talking about being kind and loving to yourself. So Diana and Mara, we all live together. We live in South Minneapolis. We're in a women's choir together, but we are part of a smaller group that wants to sing a song for you to end this talk. The song is from a group named Copper Women, who are not together anymore. They had some struggles. They overcame it just as you will. And the name of the song is Kinder. I decided to be happy. I decided to be glad. I decided to be grateful for all I ever had. I decided to let go of all this pain tonight. I decided to let go of all these demons inside. I know I am blessed. I know all I ever wanted was His. I know I don't need more. I've got what I came for. I decided to be open to that little voice inside, telling me I'm beautiful, it's okay to be alive. I decided to be kinder to myself when I feel sad. I decided to be grateful for all I ever had. I know I am blessed. I know all I ever wanted was His. I know I don't need more. I've got what I came for.
Well, thank you, Denise, for the creative and inspirational speech and also for sharing the song. So we're excited to have 2 of our graduates speak with us today. Every year, we really look forward to this part of the ceremony to hear our graduates speak. Ibuka Viadun is our first direct student speaker. She earned her GED diploma in December after preparing at the Dakota Valley Learning Center. She has continued to study with us to prepare for college and also for the active placement test. In the past 3 years, she has also become a U.S. citizen and also a certified nursing assistant. While she and her husband have raised a family of 6 children, 2 who are now in college. So please come up.
First of all, I give God Almighty all the praise and honor this evening to make it possible for me to be here today. So what I want to say is just to thank my teacher, everybody that contributes on my success today. especially Mrs. Rita Ray. She's an awesome teacher. She's a good teacher because every time she stands behind me, she gives me more. She advised me a lot because in life, when you determine to be a somebody, to become a somebody in life, and you see somebody behind you, give you many advice, so I think you will make it. So she's the one God used for me today to stand in front of people today, to be a graduate, to get my GED, because back home I'm from Nigeria. So I finished my high school since 1989 in Nigeria. So you know, things different from America to Nigeria. But I thank God because God made me know some people that told me what I can do to further my education. And God used Miss Rita for me because she's the one God sent to me in this America. I cannot forget you. Miss Rita Ray, God will bless you abundantly. So again, what I want to say this evening for the people that are still studying for GED, it's not easy, but it's only God that helps us. Because when you have determination in your life that you want to become somebody, you want to do this, so God Almighty will help. So I thank God, and I give the people just advice because it's not easy to get GED. But I have a wonderful teacher because this school I cannot forget because she's always there for us. Even we are plenty that we are doing this GED, when we need help, we call this woman. She answers all of us at the same time. So she's a good woman. And I thank God for everything. Because what I want to become today, I know God will do it for me because this is my first step. And I give God the glory, honor, and adoration. And I thank all the teachers in the school because I have my own teacher. You know, we have a computer teacher, everybody like Sister Christiana. She's a computer teacher, but when we need help, anytime we call this woman, she will answer. Because they help us to get this thing. So I thank God and I thank them. And I know God Almighty will continue to give them knowledge, understanding, and wisdom to help us in area of our life. So thank you.
Thank you very much. Our second speaker is Walter Choi. He came to us to the Dakota Valley Learning Center in September to study for his high school diploma, and he earned his diploma in April. Walter returned to earn his diploma as an adult learner after many successful years in the banking and finance industry, and before that he served in the military. Walter and his wife have also been busy raising 2 children who are now in elementary school in our district. Welcome, Walter.
It's a special evening for a lot of us here. Today we celebrate what for some is 12 years of hard work, 12 in a summer for some of you, and some of you even 13. And then there's those of us that took 27 years to get here today. In those 27 years, I've had the chance to do some great things. In those 27 years, I've 12 kids and 2 years of marriage. The other way around. Sorry. 2 kids and 12 years of marriage. Wouldn't that be a nice tax return? In those originally I was supposed to graduate in 2001. I remember I was in my high school. Initially I went to Champlain Park High School up north in the Anoka-Hennepin district. And I was walking my way to the lunchroom, and a recruiter from the military approached me and said, "Hey, you want to get this water bottle? You have to give me 25 push-ups." I said, "That's it? I'll take the water bottle." I knocked him out, and then 2 weeks later I was signing the dotted line that shipped me out to Fort Benning, Georgia. Anyone here from the military? I was shipping out to Fort Benning, Georgia, and I thought that's what I was going to do. And unfortunately, I made some wrong decisions, and I didn't to get promoted, and I went to do my background check, and guess what? No high school diploma came up. I don't know if anyone here has ever had that tough moment when your stuff is handed to you in a box at work, and you have to be escorted out. How do I come home and explain to my wife that I don't have a job anymore? How do I explain to my kids why Dad doesn't have a job anymore? What do? Do I go by the rest of my life without a high school diploma? Do I go by the rest of my life trying to get by? I didn't know what to do. Then I found ABE. I was driving by Cedar, and I saw the Cedar Valley Learning Center, and I made the call. I remember that call. It was in August of last year, and Lori called me back right away and said, "Get in here as soon as you can." I think I was in her office within 10 minutes of us talking, and we pulled up my transcripts and did what we had to do. And I remember my very first day in classroom. Man, my last time I stepped foot in high school was 2000, and here I am 15 years later sitting in a classroom with a bunch of 17-year-olds. I must say, you parents have some pretty cool kids. You guys go to Starbucks and drink fancy coffee, go to parties and hang out with your friends. Yeah, where's Chris? Chris Rehab. Chris would, Monday morning would ask, what did you guys do over the weekend? Oh, Chris, I cleaned my gutters and I mowed my lawn and I filed my taxes without any problem. That's a successful weekend for me. It was different. It was a challenge. I was not the same being a young one. Now I have kids and I have my wife and I have responsibilities and I don't have a job. Many times I remember being at night trying to get some homework done for Chris or for Diane, and there were many times when I didn't want to do it. Why am I here? I got mad at myself. Why am I here? I could have just done this 15 years ago. But the reality is I didn't. But I had a second chance to do it. And I made the most of it. There were times when, I didn't want to do it. I wasn't feeling it. If anyone here can relate to this, there's times when I just wanted to be by myself and you had a tap on the shoulder and it's a significant other telling you, can we talk for a little bit? Can we talk for everyone knows that those 2 minutes turn into 45 minutes and Monday Night Football is on and I got to do homework. But I couldn't give up. I can't. I have two little ones looking up to me. They go to Parkview, by the way. Anyone here from Parkview? There you go, okay. See, I had to push myself because as a parent, I have absolutely no ground to ask my kids to work hard and to educate themselves. And I can't even do the same myself. As a parent, I can't do that. And I'm sure that this isn't just about me tonight. This is about all of you here. And you've all had your struggles. You've all had your struggles, and we've overcome them. And that's why we're here tonight. I definitely want to thank Chris. There he is, Chris Rehab, for working with me. Where's Diane? I want to thank Diane. Is Barb here? Barb Burville. Barb. Lori. Thank you so much for working with me and the rest of the staff, the office staff at ABE. And I have to say, just a little side note here, Superintendent Jane, you'll probably never hear this again, I don't know, but you have no idea that you made the day of a 32-year-old when you get that phone call at 6 in the morning that says it's a snow day. I don't have class today. I don't know if you will ever hear that again, but you made the day of a 32-year-old. Not only were the girls happy, all three of us had a snow day. But again, this isn't just about me. I've had a chance to sit in the classroom with most of you here. Thank you for opening up to me. Thank you for allowing me to share with you some of my somewhat older than you experiences. Not very much older than you, but some last words I want to say, and if it sounds like I'm reading it, it's because I am. And even though I'm reading it, I do want you to know that I honestly mean this, and there's so much potential in this room. There is so much that you can accomplish. There's so much that you can do. And if my story, if what I've shared with you, you can relate to. Maybe if you're thinking I'm maybe the same age and maybe I'm in the same situation, what can I do? There are options out there. And I'm thankful that this district has those options for adults such as myself that have the opportunity to come back and do this. But this is my message for the other graduating students with me tonight. No matter where we go or what we do, there will always be challenges ahead of us. And what I'm asking from each of you and from myself is to meet those challenges straight on with your head held high and your heart wide open. It's not enough to simply try to get by in life. That doesn't move the world forward. You must try to excel in everything you do. Strive for excellence in every task, large or small. Just imagine if every individual in here lived up to his or her own potential. Think of how amazing that would be. And how much better off the world would be. And while we may not have the power to inspire the entire world to strive to be better, we do have the power and the control over ourselves. And the last thing I want to say with you is, I know some of you want to eat cake. I want to eat cake too, so get the show on the road up. The future truly is in our hands. The future is in your hands. The future is in my hands. So let's make the most of it. Thank you for your time.
Fun graduation. One thing I want to say is, you know what kindred spirit is? It's somebody that's a lot like you. And this year, this has been really a great class of people. From all year long, I think there's been a lot of kindred spirits among the graduates. But I got to say, unexpected kindred spirit of mine is Denise. And we both spent 13 years in Asia. But I don't know if you know that. I spent 13 years in Japan and China. And one thing that happened is if you compliment somebody, by the end of the day, they've wrapped up whatever it is you said you liked and given it to you. So last week when she stopped by my very plain office, which many of your parents have also seen, there's nothing exciting but file folders, I said, I heard you have the best office at Roosevelt High School. Because students keep telling me what a great office she has and how cool it is, and I can't wait to get over there and not be retired. So I'm kind of excited for Tuesday to come to redecorate my office a little bit. So stay focused. Anyways, so students, we are now going to confer the diploma. Let us begin. So, the hardest, the first is the hardest. Ebu Kuolua Elizabeth Abuoda. Elizabeth wants to continue her education to be an RN so she can help people that need her. Her special thanks are from Mrs. Rita Ray and Mr. Tom and her pastor for the help they gave her. Louis Anderson is receiving an Apple Valley High School diploma. His future plans include college, and he wants to give special thanks to his family, friends, and teachers. Emmeline Meager is receiving a diploma from Eastview High School. She wants to become a nurse in 3 years. Her special thanks is to her mom for watching her beautiful daughter Rosie every day so she can go to school. Rosie, where's Rosie? Alexander Vittel is receiving a diploma from Eastview High School. Her future plans include going to college and following her passion. Her special thanks are to her family, School. Her future plans include going to college, and she wants to give a special thank you to her family. Jorge R. Buendia is receiving his GED certificate. He wants to go to school to be a paramedic, and his special thanks are to his wife, Gloria, and mom, Catalina. Kate Casey is receiving a diploma from Rosemont High School. Her future plans include furthering her education at college, and her special thanks are to Miss Barbara Starr and Miss Potter. Sarah Chamberlain is also receiving a Rosemont High School diploma. Her future plans include going to college to be a nurse. Her special thanks are to Ms. Starr, Ms. Sullivan, Ms. Cochran, and all the teachers at ABE. Walter Choi has received a diploma from Apple Valley High School. His future plans include working until he dies, and he wants to thank his entire family for their support. Eric Robert Engstrom is receiving a diploma from Rosemont High School. His future plans include living life to the fullest, and he'd like to give a special thanks to friends, family, and the ABC. Sandra Flores will be receiving an Apple Valley High School diploma. Her future plans include raising her children and keeping on studying. To her family, especially her husband, for his support and encouragement to never quit, and also wants to say thank you to Family School and the ABE teachers. Cammie K. Grinstead has received her GED certificate. Cammie plans to go to college for business. She's getting married and adopting 13 more cats in her future. Her special thanks are for her dad, Bob, her stepmom, Mandy, her mom, Mandy, her brother and amazing fiance, Tyler, and his family, Brenda, Ginny, Nathan, her cat, Love, and she could not, Lulu, that's all. I could not have done this without your love and support, Rick. Where are you? Okay, Alexandra Inn is receiving a diploma from Birdsville High School, and her future plans include to be a good mom, and her special thanks is to her Uncle Timmy, her grandma Fan, and her dad Tony for all of their support. Kyle Kamen is receiving a diploma from Rosemont High School. He plans to continue working and to continue to improve himself. His special thanks is to his mother for finding this school and to his girlfriend Cara for keeping him here until the end. Josh Life is receiving a GED certificate. He's planning to go to college, and his special thanks are to his mom and to his stepdad. Corlin Molesky is receiving her GED certificate. Her future plans include going to college for photography. Her special thanks are to her fiance Dakota, her mom Holly, dad Randy, aunt Pam for pushing me to get my GED exclamation point. I'm so happy and proud I did. We've had several Martins walk across the stage, and Dean is the baby of, 11 kids, something like that? But Dean is receiving his diploma from Rosemont High School. His future includes studying computer science at Normandale. and continuing for his 4-year degree at St. Cloud State. His special thanks are to me and all the teachers and families. Very good. Spencer McAloney is receiving a diploma from Rosemont High School. He intends to attend Normandale in the fall of 2017. Special thanks to Diane and her inspirations to keep him writing and strengthening his speaking skills. Achaya Olange is receiving her Rosemont High School diploma. Her future plans include going to college. She gives a special thanks to her big sister, Karapari, for all she did for her. Prisha Whitman is receiving her GED certificate. Her future plans include traveling to Thailand, France, South Korea, going to school for music production and massage therapy. Nikolai is receiving his diploma from Apple Valley High School. He intends to go to trade school. His special thanks are to Mom, Lori, and Diane. Zach Scholler received his GED certificate. His future plans include living out his dream of being an American soldier. Special thanks to his parents and Staff Sergeant Courtney Azar. Carla Soto received her GED certificate. Her future plans include becoming an RN, helping her community that doesn't know English, and helping her children become whatever they want. Special thanks to her family and friends. Richie Tang received his diploma from Egan High School this year. He is attending Ingrid Community College. His plans are to finish college and transfer to a 4-year school to study animation design. And his special thanks are to his parents. A special warm thanks to his family, especially his sister and mom, and to all the Egan High School teachers. And Angel Tatum is receiving an Eastview High School diploma. Her future plans include moving to California and attending Gold Western College to play soccer and basketball. She is majoring in becoming a pediatric oncology nurse. Family, her friends, and all of her teachers. So we want to give everybody one big round of applause.